Hello, viewers, and welcome once again. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, hey, wait a minute, that's not an airplane. Well, you're absolutely right, and I'll get to that in a minute. I know this is yet another War Thunder video. I was going to record a League video, but League wouldn't let me log on the other night when I was going to do it. And I know it's been a few days, but started recording some airplane War Thunder footage, and then I was gonna get the video ready yesterday and post it, and then all of a sudden I log on and looky what I see. And my reaction was, well, it was this. Oh my god, look at this. Look at it. Okay, hold on, just give me a second. Yes! Freaking yes! Oh my god! This is so awesome! Okay. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm a little excited about these things. I've been waiting for this patch to include these tanks and stuff for like months now. So, it's here. It's finally here. Would have done a video yesterday, but I spent most of the night just playing with these things. As you can already see, I've got quite a few of them unlocked already. So I figured today we could just do a compilation of my experiences from my first night playing Ground Forces, and give you a few battles, maybe some highlights, and see how it goes. So, as you can see, this is a battle that I started recording a little late. Got too excited and just was like, let's play! And then I was like, oh wait, I need to record this. So, I've got first strike on an AI, taking out another one, trying to check on player targets as well. The reason I go after AI is just to farm a little bit of experience and credits. It's another player tank. Hit! Right now I'm in a Russian BT-7, which is one of the early light tanks that you have access to. It's got a pretty decent gun for the tier. I like it. And I am in arcade mode right now, because this is one of the first games I played. And just wanted to get a hang of things. Ooh, got an assist. There's an enemy Russian reserve tank. One shot kill. That's right. I don't know if I hit like his ammo or what, but that looked like it went into the turret. So regardless, that was a nice hit. Don't know where that shot went. So I'm sitting here trying to defend this objective, which is down in the valley in front of me, and my allies have lost the other two capture objectives. No one's gotten the one in front of me, and I see that none of the enemy players around here are really in a good firing position to shoot down into the valley. So I decide, you know what? Let's go for it. So I go as fast as this tiny light tank will take me. Still trying to get used to the controls, which also includes stopping. There we go. When in doubt, let the terrain stop you. Although sometimes it does actually damage your tank. I'm glad that one didn't, though. Capturing the objective. Look at that. That was a nice reward for doing that. So now that I have the objective, I'm kind of behind this rock and exposed on both sides, and I'm like, what do I do now? So let's check over here. There's an AI tank up there. Could get a nice little cheap shot on him. And then, but wait, a player has appeared. So if he's smart, I know that if I take that shot, it should draw him out, because he'll know I'm on reload. I don't know where that came from exactly. And that was just lucky. I don't know how that happened. One shot kill on a player Panzer II. That's nuts. And then another one, well, two-shot kill on that AI. So I'm feeling pretty good with myself right now. Ground win streak times 5. That's that doesn't happen every day. It's like, all right, feeling pretty confident. Let's go after a player. He's just a 20mm cannon, just firing away. Yeah, so far in comparison to the well, the other tank game I played, this one, I like this one a lot better. For me personally, I feel that the environment is just more relaxed. I like the community a lot more. Wow, I'm taking a lot of hits. Up. Wait, I'm on fire. Put it out, put it out, put it out. My body's on fire. Yeah, that just happened. Anyway. Let's... Yeah, that didn't work out quite how I wanted. Those have got to be high explosive rounds. More high explosive rounds. Good lord, is there anywhere safe? That was a horrible snapshot. That sucks so bad. That's one little complaint I have, which also happens in the other tank game, is when you're really close to objects like that, it makes... I don't know what happened there. It makes your tank barrel go up, though. And so it takes a little bit for it to come back down, which can potentially ruin snapshots. So now World of Tanks, you just went into sniper view to mitigate that, which I'll probably have to train myself to do here as well, because their gunner view is different. The control scheme is different in this one. So, but as I was saying before, I just feel like this whole community and everything, this game's just a lot more relaxed. It's not as competitive, and I just sit here and enjoy the experience instead of trying to worry about stats and stuff. Now, I saw like 4 tanks go over to the objective, and I thought, being a little overconfident right now, that I could, I might be able to get some kills or something from the flank and work it, and I obviously didn't. That really didn't turn out quite how I wanted. So, yeah. But thankfully we have multiple spawns for tanks. So it makes the battles feel a lot more epic. I'm not sure I necessarily agree with it, but if you do something stupid like that, it gives you another chance. I'm also not a huge fan of the fishtailing in the arcade mode. It's less in the other modes, which you'll see eventually. But yeah, this fishtailing stuff is not... I'm not the greatest fan of it. Another thing that I'll have to train myself for is weak spots in this game. After playing the other tank game for so long, you learn tanks' weak spots from that game, but they weren't necessarily historical. I also need to not sit out in the open and take pot shots at enemy and cover. I just was not thinking. But yeah, so this game tries to base itself a little bit more on historical accuracy than the other one. So some of the weak spots from the other game are not weak spots in this game, such as the commander's hatches and cupolas, and viewports and things like that. Those would just knock out whoever's manning them. In the other game, you could kill a tank by hitting those repeatedly. So, yeah. Overall, though, I do like this a whole lot better. Now, for any of you who have watched other War Thunder videos, you may have been sitting here watching this one going, why does this one look like graphics-wise so much worse? Well, it's my old computer. like I said before, I'm running like Vista, so it is what it is. I can play and bring you videos. Now, this one is my first realistic battle, I think. As you can see, I'm in the Germans. Unlocked the Panzer III. This is the shorter 55, I think. The next Panzer III, this is the Ossif something, I don't know. The next one has a longer 55. A little bit higher velocity. Now, the difference between realistic battles and arcade battles is, one, you might be able to tell there's no little X in your marker. That X was your kind of bullet drop indicator kind of deal, so you're going to have to fire off some ranging shots to see exactly how far you have to elevate to actually hit target. So, as you can see, I'm trying to get the angle right on this tank destroyer. This is 30, and it decides to move before I can get a good shot off. So now I'm taking a shot at another one. Got a good hit. Took out his loader and his driver. That one missed, obviously. That one damaged his suspension. And that one was a prayer. And now the bane of my low-tier tank existence is the T-34s. They dominate these lower tiers in any game mode. Their sloped armor is just, it's too thick for the early German guns to take out. I don't even know where that shell went. Didn't even see it. I attribute that to the low graphics setting that I'm playing on currently. Hey, at least I got an assist. Of course, my engine's been knocked out. And there's a T-50. At this point, I'm a done. I'm done. I'm a goner here. Because I don't think either one of our guns could penetrate, and my ally has decided to stop right behind me and prevent me from backing up any further. Oh, never mind. We can penetrate. But the T-34s are going to, they're going to ruin my little party. Hit after hit after hit. Now, one thing that realistic battles, at least for the tanks, is sharing with, I think it does the same with the aircraft, arcade, is the names above the tanks. See, you get multiple spawns. This is something different from the airplane realistic battles, is you can get more than one spawn. Even though you can only play one tank, you still get that tank's spawn count. Which, it's cool, I guess. You get in situations like that, you get another chance, but you know where the enemy is. Of course, with them being T-34s, there's not a whole lot I can do against them, even with the APCR ammo. But still, that could be a you could see how the downsides play to having multiple spawns. You know, you get killed by somebody, you know where they are, you can go back and get a flanking position on where you generally know they are and possibly get revenge. Of course, then they can do the same thing to you. So, I don't know. I guess they do it to increase numbers and make the battles feel more epic. I see the plus and minuses of both sides. There's that. I don't know if that's the same T-50. I know I killed that one, but I don't know if it's the same driver in a different tank, like me right now, or if it's a different T-50. but I'm trying to get a shot on him. That one did some damage. I don't know. Did I get an assist for that? I don't know. He died and disappeared promptly. Yes, there's graphical issues right now. I know I'm playing on lowest quality settings. Ugh. I can't wait for a new computer. Someday. Rolling up over the ridge. It's a BT-7. I know I can kill him if I can get my gun on him. Of course, I just end up tagging his suspension. There we go. Now let's try and mix it up with some more bad guys. Now this is probably not a smart tactical decision, especially since there's the T-34 and I'm in an exposed spot. But I do know... Wow, that took out his gunner. I do know there's a weak point. Obviously that was one right there. And there's the machine gun port. Those are weak spots on a tank. I'm trying to hit that machine gun port. Maybe get under the turret again like I did that first shot. Of course, trying to see through the smoke is a whole other thing entirely. Whew! Tank destroyer blew my turret off. Blew it clean off. He must have hit the ammo rack. I need to learn where those are all located in the different tanks. So yeah, that was my first realistic battle. And next is simulator. Last but not least for my preview of all three modes is simulator battle. This is the most, like as the name would suggest, probably historical feeling mode of them all. It tries to simulate what it would be like in an actual tank. Now I did that to get rid of the non-APCR shell and put in my APCR shell. I haven't figured out if you have a way to do a reload and take the shell out of the breech and put a new one in. Anyway, yeah, so there's no third-person view. This is the outside view of the tank. It's from the commander's perspective if he were sitting outside of the hatch. Like if the hatch was open and he was standing, sitting, whatever that position is that they're in, poking his head out, looking around. I call it unbuttoned, I believe. So yeah, this is the view of the tank that you get. And as you can see, the turret's turning a little bit slower. I imagine tanks that had the better turret motors would turn faster. Either the hydraulic or the electric, you know, whatever they used. I don't think they used hand crank anymore, the manual. The tanks feel best to me in this mode. This feels like you're rumbling around in an actual tank, to me at least. They're not fast, they're not fishtailing around. This feels like you're in a multi-ton armored vehicle. Of course, in this one, you don't get the name tags, so you have to use the old Mark I eyeball and actually pick out a tank in the foliage. Now, this is probably one of the worst maps to get simulator battle on because there's not a whole lot of open spaces and there's a lot of trees. And I'm sure if I had the graphics turned up even more, it would be worse because you'd get the grass and all the tiny bushes and all that kind of mess. So you got to get really good at being able to spot enemy tanks amongst the foliage. And the Russians, with their natural green paint, have a little bit of an advantage over the Germans here with our natural factory gray. Now, of course, you can add camo later, though I don't think many of the early tier tanks have uh, woodland or jungle type camo yet. I'm sure that's coming, though. So right now, I hear a lot of things firing, stuff going on, and I'm just trying to find something, anybody. I see that our objective is being captured, and so I'm like, you know what, let's run over here and help. And then I get hit by something. I'm like, crap, I don't know what to do. I'm going to try and make cover, and T-34 blows my turret off again. Trying to figure out where he was. Didn't really get a good location on it. So this is one of the moments where I'm thankful that there are two spawns, because if that were airplanes, I would be on to the next match. But it seems in Simulator in this mode, teamwork is key. Actual tactics, actual stratagem and such is going to get you victories in this mode. Not lone wolfing it, not running off and doing your own thing, unless you're lucky enough to be in like a Tiger tank paired up against nothing but 75mm armed T-34s. Then you might be able to go off on your own and last a little longer than usual. So I'm trying to play a little more cautious now that I've gotten my ass handed to me already once. I see some explosions. I don't know who's who or what's what. I see a tracer round go off that direction. Trying to see if I can see anything. There! That was a muzzle flash right there. So there's got to be a gun, and thus a turret, like right there. But they're probably behind that hill. I can't see them. Now there was a muzzle flash very close. I thought I might have seen something, maybe. I forgot to load APCR. Of course, this is a replay, so I hope I figure that out soon. Now, there's a hostile team capturing A, so we know at least there's one tank over there. And currently I'm just trying to link up with some allies. Find a friendly tank. That's probably who I was shooting at, actually. Sorry. I didn't hit you, but still sorry. Trying to link up with some friendlies, people who might actually know what they're doing, and see if I can follow their lead. Now, I notice on my map that there's a red dot or two moving in about the EF7 square. Now in F7. And there's not a whole lot of friendlies over there to mess with it. Of course, there's enemy tank just got destroyed right there. Just missed my chance to get some shots in. So now I see these bad guys moving in from our far flank, and not a whole lot of friendlies there to help. So I'm like, you know what? I'm probably gonna die, but somebody's got to go over there. He's running from something. There's the enemy tank. I can't get a visual. Move up, move up, move up. I think somebody might have... Nope, there he is. Can I get a shot? Drive report. Don't know what that did. I think he just got blown up. Now I load APCR, and the tank is dead. That nice little plume of smoke come out. And the disappearing. The disappearing would be a nice cue that the player is no longer inhabiting that tank. Like, is that one? Nope, he's smoking as well. Damn. Just trying to find something to shoot at. Thankfully, my allies know what they're doing and have been cleaning up so far. That was an accident. I don't really know why I did that. Now, I do see a couple more bad guys moving in on the beach at the D line, 6 and 7. I see their T-34s, so I'm like, this is going to be useless, but I'm going to see what I can do. I don't know if I'll play Simulator Battle again until I can get a tank that is capable of penetrating T-34s. Probably the Panzer IV with the long 75 will be the first one that I'll get. And then I will try Simulator Battles again. That way, at least I'm doing damage to his suspension and ammo. But that way I might actually have a chance at doing something against these things. And capable of using the Germans' strength. Someone called in artillery on me, it seems like. But the German strength was basically to engage the enemy at range. Close-up battles were not what the Germans wanted. They wanted to be able to use their high-velocity guns and fire from long range. So I think that's a strategy that I need to kind of adopt. Someone just got him. Damn. Right as I was going to get up close and personal. So, there's 3 of us over here, obviously. And it's, we just stopped their flanking attack on this side. I share that guy's sentiment, by the way. So I'm thinking, why don't the 3 of us do a counterattack of our own? They've got to be low on tanks. We could probably push this flank and make it to the objective. That's my thinking, at least. I'm assuming that my allies are going to follow me, considering I'm starting the advance. I'm hoping they're going to follow me. Then I look back and I'm like, oh, well, they're kind of back there. But I can at least find the bad guys and let them know where they are. See what I mean, though? By this just feels like you're in an actual tank. You're rolling over the hills, and it's, I don't know. It's just, to me, this driving this feels just really, really good. Scanning the tree line. Don't really know what I'm looking for, if I can even find something. But then, I think I got one. And sure enough, I picked him out of the bushes. He gets first shot, though, and my transmission gets screwed up. So I drive back down behind cover and start repairing the tank, because I have repair unlocked. And then I let my team know that there's a T-34 over here that I cannot take care of myself. Then I call out on the grid where I believe the enemy tank is hereabouts located. There's an ally that's advancing towards him. And then the cavalry is on the way. I don't know if that ally is AI or not. I think it might be, because he's just kind of driving around shooting. I got 5 seconds before I can actually start moving out. Now our allies are at the objective that I was going to try and flank and capture. They're moving in. I pop up to see if the 34 is still in the spot where I saw him. It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's moved. So they're moving in from the side. I'm sitting here thinking they've got to be close to him, because there he is right there. That's an allied. So I let him know that he's moved, and I move in as well, because I can see that there's another tank via the mini-map very close to us. So between the three of us, we should be able to take out a single 34. We're going to use the tactics that they used on the heavier German tanks, or purportedly used on the heavily German tanks. Heavily armored German tanks, that is. Trying to stay towards his peripheral, not get real, that was a horrible shot. Not get noticed, because when you're in that kind of position, and they just killed him. But when you're in that kind of position, at least with me, and I know I'm going to die, I'm going to try and at least take out one person with me. So if there's a tank there that's damaged, that's rolling in on me, I'd go after him, if it were me, just to try and take at least one of their guns out. So, sad face, I didn't get anything done. So in this simulator battle, I didn't kill anything, didn't really get a lot of shots off, but kind of showed what it was like driving around and stuff, and how simulator battles are. So while all the post-action report stuff's going on, I just wanted to say thank you all for watching this nice little brief run-through of each of the different modes of my first time as playing Ground Forces. I know this video's taken a while to get put up. It's just been a busy week. I hope to have more videos up soon. Probably next one will be a League video, and then after that, maybe a new game. We'll see. Who knows? So stay tuned for that. Once again, just thanks everyone, and I suppose I will see you all next time.